am the Irish Guy, and yes, this is my Premier League prediction series where I go head to head with other YouTubers. And today, let's welcome to the channel Fiago, or Fiago, or Fiago. I don't know, but hello.
Premier League predictions, baby. Greetings from Germany. My name is Fiago.
He's German? He didn't sound like that in the Twitter DMs. I was assuming with that haircut, he was just some London kid, like Fogden's cousin or something. Instead, oh no, we're looking at a mini Tony Cruz.
I support the greatest club in Germany.
Hang on, I'll just stop you there. Greatest club in Germany. You're in the German second tier? Right now, you are Germany's equivalent to Burnley. And that is a town where half the population probably had their first kiss with a mouse.
And I travel football stadiums for a living to count the number of fans in each stadium and rate the atmosphere, which is also why I'm known as the #1 Premier League hater.
Hater? Oh, well, this is a good start. I've invited someone onto the show who probably mails creepy bags of poo to Gary Lineker's house. But, okay, I'll let him speak.
Not gonna lie, lads, I am a total football nerd. So if you ask me what happened in Italy's second division in 1974, I'll be yapping for 2 hours. But Premier League 2025? I don't know.
Oh.
If, for some miraculous reason, I beat Anfield Agenda, though, I think they're on top with 73 points. I don't even know how the points are being calculated. So, I mean, correct result, goal scorers, how many points does it give? I have no idea.
Oh, yeah, I should probably have told him that. I don't think I tell any of the guests, but yeah. 10 points for a correct scoreline, 4 points for a correct outcome but wrong scoreline, and 3 points for each correct goal scorer. So someone has got to pip Anfield Agenda to the prize. Come on, do you know how boring this title race has been? This bloke has been top since week 1. Just don't finish bottom of the table, mate. Because whoever does finish bottom of this leaderboard, that's probably proof that they've scrambled egg between the ears. But okay, what is the forfeit then?
But if I beat them, and the biggest Premier League hater actually tops this table, the Irish guy will have to fall in love with his football club.
That's the forfeit? Fall in love with your club? This spookily feels a bit like an arranged marriage.
The biggest in Germany, the greatest in Germany, so shall I say in Europe even. We're going up, baby. This season, promotion to the Bundesliga, and the Irish guy will have to get a special memory of that.
Right.
You will have to come to Hamburg to watch a game with me. After that, you'll never want to watch the Prem again, trust me.
Oh, this sounds kind of wholesome. This forfeit isn't too bad at all.
And get this beautiful logo tattooed on a part of your body of your choice. Come on, let's not be too harsh. You can choose that.
Not again! A tattoo of Hamburg? Hamburg?
I really do want to see that happen, so I guess I'll try my best.
Well, come on then, let's get on with your prediction. Right, let's go. Nottingham Forest versus Brighton.
Look, where are Nottingham Forest in the table? They're third. They're third. I mean, I knew they were top 6, but they literally got thrashed by Bournemouth last week. They're still third.
Yeah, this is embarrassing. Because, lads, don't forget, this man's team, Hamburg, actually met Nottingham Forest in a Champions League final over 30 years ago at the Santiago Bernabeu. Doesn't that just sound bizarre? Forest beat this guy's team to lift the European Cup in Real Madrid's backyard. This guy was probably taught by his granddad to despise all things Forest. So to now see them sitting third in the league, whilst you're in the Bundesliga too, you can tell once this video is done, he's gonna go into the kitchen and punch his sister's birthday cake.
Do you know who they beat in the European Cup final 1980?
Oh, I've already spoiled your reveal. Lads, he was proudly sitting on this fun trivia nugget. And I've just sort of spoiled the party. This is a bit like introducing someone to The Sixth Sense and blurting out 5 minutes into it that Bruce has been dead all along. Well, there's no point watching it now.
Let's not talk about that one. Yes, I'm a history merchant as well, but it's about the Premier League right now, February 2025. Come on, bro. Okay, I'll say Nottingham Forest. They lost 5-0 to Bournemouth.
Yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes, they sure did.
And I know that, I think Zealand predicted a Chris Wood brace on this channel before.
You know what? Shout out Zealand, because in last week's episode, he actually tipped Spurs teenager Mikey Moore to score, and I laughed at him as if he had just predicted Leonardo DiCaprio would announce he was engaged to one of the goofies off Disneyland. Well, 17-year-old Moore did score for Spurs just 4 days after Zealand predicted he would. Just 4. He was 1 game off, so I'm sorry, Bob. I am sorry, Bob, for mocking that prediction and looking at you as if you were some crazy person who likes to romance pigs. But okay, that's enough of glazing last week, guess. Back to you, Fiago.
So at home, they will beat Brighton 2-1. Chris Wood brace.
Lads, I know why this Hamburg super fan has tipped Chris Wood to score 2. Because Hamburg recently had a Wood in their team. USA international striker Bobby Wood. Honestly, I'm guessing this guy is subconsciously backing players to score who have some sort of loose connection to his club. He probably won't even realize he's doing it. He's subconsciously going to pay so many tributes to his club. I'm guessing before he's done, I'm half expecting him to kiss a hamburger.
And for Brighton, it's going to be Mitoma.
Mitoma. Brave pick going with this Japanese baller, considering right now, his head must be turned. Because Al Nassr were apparently preparing to come in with a £90 million bid. Yes, 90 million. Mitoma turns 28 in May. Cash in now? This is a winger who hits his 30s the year after next, and you're apparently about to be offered the bulk of a £100 million paycheck? Apparently Al Nassr have walked away from the deal. Oh no, Tony Bloom. You begged them to come back. Sell him. Sell him. Sell him. Sell him now. Because I personally don't even think this guy is better than Alan Maximin. But look, I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. The wheels are coming off of Forest. Their confidence is shook. So yes, 1-1, Chris Wood and João Pedro. Bournemouth versus Liverpool.
Bournemouth against Liverpool. Not going to lie, that's actually a pretty sick fixture. Bournemouth playing the season of their entire existence, maybe? Is that the best season they've ever played? Not sure.
Yes. Andoni Iraola is producing an absolute masterclass.
It's an actual shame they only play in a stadium with a capacity of like 250.
250? 250? Do people in Germany really assume that Bournemouth, just rent out a school playground to play their matches? 250? You'd squeeze more people into a cinema showing of Paddington in Peru.
Best side in the world, no debate. They will beat Bournemouth away. I say 2-0, both goals from the best player in the world this season, Mo Salah.
No, I'm going to say a nutty result, but I'm backing it. Bournemouth 4, Liverpool 2. What? Don't look at me like that. The Cherries are elite, brimming with confidence, scoring goals for fun. Come on, they stuck 4 past a brilliant Newcastle, thumped Forest by 5. This is not a team to be messed with right now. This is going to be one of the most shocking results in Premier League history. A bit like when Watford thumped Liverpool last time they went and won the league. This is going to be a high-flying Liverpool getting beaten up on the South Coast. But yeah, I think the Cherries will roar into an early 3-0 lead at halftime. Semenyo, Kluivert, Utara, Salah and Gakpo will grab 2 back in the second half before Utara gets his second to end the game. Everton versus Leicester.
Everton against Leicester City. You know, a couple of weeks back, I went to Goodison Park with my dad and his lads. Proper football day. Wow. Goodison Park, what a place. You can't even see the pitch. There are pillars everywhere.
Oh, it sounds wonderful.
You sit on seats. Super uncomfortable, but what a place. I've never seen a game so bad before.
It sounds like this man was haunted by his trip to Liverpool. He's making his Goodison Park experience sound about as much fun as visiting that creepy dentist who thinks it's appropriate to show you photos of his sick mum whilst he's got fingers in your mouth.
I mean, they finally got a proper manager in. How did they stick so long with Sean Dyche? Sean Dyche? That sounded Dutch. He's not Dutch. Van Dijk? Sean Dyche? No. Doesn't matter.
What?
The man, the myth, the legend is back. David Moyes, they won the last 2 games. And against Leicester, I actually think they'll make it 3. Calvert-Lewin is going to score 1 for sure.
For sure. For sure. He's got a busted hamstring and will probably spend Saturday afternoon sitting at home watching Desperate Housewives with his dog.
And then the second one, I'll say Lindström. Probably Lindström, yeah.
Is he only picking Lindstrom because the Danish winger's best form was in the Bundesliga with Eintracht Frankfurt? That's the only possible reason I can give, because this man has not scored in his last 50 games since quitting Frankfurt. A big fat nothing for Napoli and 0 for Everton so far, so predicting him to score this weekend is brave, Fiago. It's a bit like me suggesting that I'm going to whack on Mrs. Brown Boys and laugh, when every time I've even caught a minute of that show, I've instead felt like drinking rat poison. Honestly, lad, if Lindstrom scores, then I will smear 5 packets of cat food over my face. Ipswich versus Southampton.
Ipswich against Southampton. Sounds like a game that I definitely have to miss.
That's a bit harsh, come on.
I actually think Hamburg might have a chance against both of them. Well, maybe not.
Why not? Hamburg are on track to spend the second half of this year in the Bundesliga, while Southampton will definitely be in the Championship. So yeah, you probably would beat the Saints.
I think this game will be so painful to watch that anything else than a 0-0 just wouldn't fit here, right? So no goal scorers, nothing. 0-0.
No, don't predict a 0-0. You're leaving goal scorer points on the table. Look, I'm not going much better, to be fair. 1-0 to lap. Newcastle versus Fulham.
Newcastle back in the top 5 as well. They started off quite slow, but got better and better. We do have to ask ourselves the question if 5th place is even a success for them, though, at this point. after spending a modest 400 trillion pounds. Not sure.
Is that the narrative in Germany? Is that what people over there actually believe? That Newcastle have been throwing money around like Floyd Mayweather in Swarovski? No, the Magpies have barely bought a sausage this season, dragging in free transfers, kids, and John Ruddy. The last big Newcastle acquisition was Sandro Tonali from AC Milan, sure, but that was nearly 2 years ago. He's been banned for a year since then. So please, the narrative that the Magpies have been acting like the next Man City, no.
Nah, they will beat Fulham though. I say 3-1 for the Magpies. Goals from Isak, not 1 but 2.
Oh, Isak. Interesting. Another former Bundesliga player. There's a theme here with this kid.
And Sandro Tonali. Maybe he backs like a long shot, hits a perfect volley from the edge of the box, something like that. He'll score a really nice goal. I just have that feeling right now. And the one for Fulham will be Raul Jimenez.
Look, I should also tip Newcastle to beat Fulham at home. I really should. But I just have a funny feeling about this one. I can just smell Marco Silva stealing a point. 1-1. Sure, Isak will score, but then an out of favour Andres Pereira comes off the bench to rattle in a late wonder goal. I'm not sure why, but I just have a bad feeling about this game. Man United versus Crystal Palace.
Now we get to the really big clubs, lads. Crystal Palace, who I think might have the greatest fans in the Premier League. It's on my bucket list to watch them in the stadium for sure. And Man United are there as well. Look, ever since Ruben Amorim took over Man United, the club has completely changed, right? Like, they're a different side. He took over when they were in the mud. 13th. Everything was chaotic. Everything was wrong. Now, after lots of hard work, getting out the lazy players, Rashford, turning Amad Diallo into the next Ballon d'Or winner, they are a different side. They are now 12th.
Right.
You know what? I'll give Man United the edge in this one. I say Bruno Fernandes scores the 1 goal. It'll be a 1-0 win for United.
Crystal Palace are Manchester United's bogey team. Of course they are. I mean, so are Brighton. Man United have collected more bogeys than my weird cousin who picks his nose. Palace have beaten Man United 5 times since 2019. And there's a couple of victories at Old Trafford squeezed in there too. 2-1 Palace. Goals from Amad Diallo, Ebereki Eze, and then a late winner from Roman Esse. Yes, Eze and Esse are going to score in the same match. Oh, that's not going to be confusing at all. Arsenal versus Man City.
The first game in Manchester at the Etihad was a 2-2. And I'll go for a 2-2 as well here. At the Emirates, well, I'll say for City, Haaland will score and Gundogan will score.
2 former Bundesliga stars. Is there any more proof of this man's German bias than the fact he has picked Gundogan to score? Someone who hasn't scored a Premier League goal in nearly 2 years. The guys backed both Gundogan and Lindstrom to score their first Premier League goals of the season. This is unashamed Bundesliga bias. Okay, let's see who you pick for Arsenal then. And I swear, if one of the goal scorers isn't Havertz, then I will eat this sock.
Well, for Arsenal, bit of German bias here. Kai Havertz.
Bit of German bias. Bit of German bias. Okay, Havertz. Who else then? Who else are you going for?
And Kai Havertz again. Come on. Kai Havertz with that brace.
This man loves Germany so much. I rate it, okay? I honestly rate it. Look, I think Man City will win. I know, it's a shock. But come on, Pep Guardiola knows what it takes to outsmart Arteta. He's done it so many times before. And yeah, I think there will be huge relief around Man City right now after they showed character to navigate their way around that big fat Champions League banana skin on Wednesday. And so yeah, 2-1 City. Leandro Trossard, Erling Haaland before a late epic De Bruyne winner. Wolves versus Aston Villa.
Surprises happen in football, right? I keep telling myself that every single year because I hope this team gets promoted. And this also will happen, I think, in Wolves versus Villa. I say it'll be a super uncomfortable game for Unai Emery's lads. And Wolves will clinch a 1-0 home win with a golazo from Mateusz Cunha. Yeah, why not? I mean, bro, I literally just guessed the goal scorer. Is there any technique people use to guess the goal scorers? Do we just look at who has the most goals or do we go gut feeling? I don't know.
Well, I think you've shown your technique is to pick anyone who's ever sneezed in Germany. And yes, of course, Cunha has played for RB Leipzig and Hertha Berlin. You can't make this up. But me, 1-1. A match that will infuriate Arsenal fans because both Gunners' targets are gonna score. Matheus Cunha and Ollie Watkins.
And the very last match for me to beat those 73 points of Anfield Agenda. I'm coming for you, bro. You're getting that tattoo, bro. You're getting that tattoo. Chelsea against West Ham. And I think that'll be a banger.
Last match? No. There's 2 matches left. Brentford versus Tottenham. He's just skipped that one. Oh no, this is so frustrating. This is like somebody's mum who's realized that her son didn't actually complete his all-important maths exam because he forgot to turn over the page. You're leaving points on the floor, Fiago. But come on then, let's see what will happen here. Chelsea versus West Ham.
Now let me go a bit crazy on that one. I say Cole Palmer backs a hat-trick. Yes. Jackson scores one. And another one by Marco Correa. Hopefully he leaves his hand out the game this time, but he will back one. 5 goals for Chelsea and 1 for West Ham. Paqueta.
Wow, I'm actually shocked that none of the goal scorers he picked are German. Maresca will easily be Potter 2-0, Palmer and Jackson. Okay, look, since you forgot to do the Brentford versus Tottenham game, I'm going to gift you a prediction for it. Okay, I'm going to go for a 2-1 Bees win. Nathan Collins and Brian Mbemo versus 1 from Dejan Kulusevski, which will inflict more injury on Ange. But for you, I'm going to try and step into Fiago's soul and just see, what would I predict if I was a mousy-haired Hamburg fan? What would I do here? I'm going to try and see. 3-3 draw. I'm going to go with Christian Norgard, of course. I mean, obviously. This Danish midfielder has literally played for Hamburg. Of course he was going to pick him. Well, I mean, they're B team, but still. Vitaly Janelt. I mean, it doesn't matter that he's got the goal scoring ability of melted cheese. He's German and has played for VfL Bochum. Of course Fiago would pick him. And also a goal for Kevin Schade, the German international. And for Spurs, a Timo Werner hat-trick, even though he's injured. But that didn't stop you, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I'm sorry. Okay, I didn't know what else to pick. But look, thank you to Fiago for coming on the channel. Go check him out. He seems like a great guy. Any final words?
That's it, lads. My Premier League predictions for game week 24? Is it 24? I guess so. Do I think I am a Premier League expert? Not really. Not at all. Do I understand the point system of this series? Nope.
Yeah, that was my fault. I should really tell these guests how they're supposed to win.
Do I think I'll still rank top half in the Irish Guy leaderboard? Yes, for sure. I think so. Will the Irish Guy tattoo this logo on his wherever? Hopefully. Why am I interviewing myself? Because I've got no one to talk to. I just like talking to myself.
What? Well, look, thanks for coming on the channel. I rate the Bundesliga bias. So there you have it. That was Fiago. Great fella. I wish you well for the weekend. But I don't think you picked enough goal scorers. I'll be honest, but look, that's the end of the video. Big thank you. Enjoy the video. Don't forget to go like, share, because always, I'll talk shit in a while. Oh, and by the way, I almost forgot. Oh, this is grim. Disgusting. Absolutely vile. I hate you, Stormgrass!